Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Naomi. And I just feel like yapping right off the freaking jump because I have so much to talk about. And I feel like I want to share this first half with just somebody because it might bless somebody, it might help somebody. Because I am seriously just in awe at how my life is going so far in 2025. Like, it's Thursday. I just got off work like an hour ago. I don't want to say any names or anything, but a worker comes into, because I work at a daycare, and she comes to my classroom. I'm just playing with the kids, chilling. She opens the door. She goes, "Okay, Miss," like literally just like this. She goes, "Okay, Miss Naomi, I see you only been here for a couple of weeks and you already got a Google review about you on our website." I said, "What are you talking about?" She said, "Look it up. Google it right now. Look it up." I said, "Okay." So we have like work tablets, and I looked up like the name of my daycare, and I looked at reviews, and it's the top recent review from 3 days ago. And it's one of my students. I don't want to say his name either, but one of my students that I literally love and dear so much. And his mom wrote a review just saying that she literally put like, "Naomi is truly one of the nicest, kindest, amazing people that she's ever met." Like, that's so sweet. And then she said that that her kid goes home and talks about me and says how nice I am to him. And it's just, and she also said that she was nervous about putting her child in daycare, but she knew that, you know, that was the step that she had to do, and that me being his teacher puts her at ease. And like all of that, guys, I'm literally just like overwhelmed. I'm surprised I haven't cried yet because I've just felt the overflow of Jesus Christ. Just the overflow. I felt it literally since December. Like, I've just felt it. The moment I got hired at this job, because I got hired, you guys, in December, like literally like December 6th, I got hired. But then my background check, because I am working with kids, like my background check, my fingerprint, everything, because then I also was out of state. It all took literally 40 days. It took forever for me to actually start my job. But even just me getting hired, I'm like, this is nothing from God. Like, guys, I literally worked at Olive Garden as a host since I was 18 years old. Or was that 19? I was 19 years old. I'm 23 years old now. And you know, that's a good chunk to be working at a place, you know, like 3-4 years working at a place. And it was good for the first year, a little okay for the second, and then it just started to get really bad. Like, I just had really high anxiety. I did not like the environment of where I was working. I did not like the management. I did not like the way that it was being ran. I did not like the people I was working with. Like, and I was the type of person that I just kept on being like, a job is a job. Like, I kept on like belittling the way I felt every time I would go inside Olive Garden. And this is just my personal experience. Also, like, every Olive Garden is different, so I don't want nobody to be like, "Well, I'm never working at Olive Garden." Like, it's my own personal experience and the location that I was at and the people that I worked with. It just started to get too much for me. And also, it was half of just the people I worked with was the issue, and then also just customer service. Like, these people are talking from side of their neck. Like, I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. And there's a part of me that for months I was like, I want to quit, I need to quit. I'm not a person that cries, you guys, and that job literally started to make me cry, just dreading going into work, dreading just doing the same thing every single day. And I started to belittle the way I feel, just being like, it's a job, Naomi. A job is a job. Money is money. You're going to leave this job and go to a next job, and it's going to be the same personalities, but just with a different face. Like, I would tell myself that type of stuff. And one day I had enough. And I was like, I'm literally done with this place. I'm never going back. And I quit. And I'm not the type of person that quits, but I quit. And I was just literally walking out on faith. And we have like this monthly magazine where I live. And this is what I'm saying. I need to share this with somebody. We have this monthly magazine where I live, where our county is, right? It's like a county monthly magazine where it's like a place where like they're hiring at jobs. Like, they list those places in the magazine, like the best taco place, the best massage place, the best smoothie place, the best coffee place. But then if you keep on looking, they show events that's going on in your city, but they also show places that are hiring, right? And I kid you not, you guys, I was at Olive Garden, and that magazine, we'll get a chunk of those magazines delivered at the front of Olive Garden, and I will pick them up because I'm just type of person, I'm sifting, and the name of the daycare that I work at currently, I would always be like, I want to work there. I just said that. I'm like, I want to work at daycare, but I want to work there. Because there's other daycares that are also on that same paper that were saying, we're hiring. But for some reason, the daycare that I'm working at now, I was like, I want to work there. And I said that for months and months and months, just being like, flipping through that magazine, the same magazine. And they'd be like, we're hiring, join our team. And I'm like, I want to work there. And I called before, and I was like, but then I got scared. And I was like, okay, just kidding. Like, I'm not going to call them back. Even though they're still hiring, I'm not going to call them back. Like, I'm just going to stay at Olive Garden because I'm scared to start a new job. Olive Garden already know how to be a host. I know the ins and outs. I know how to open. I know how to close. I know how to talk to people. I know how to like, I know the ins and outs of my job. I was scared of something different. I was scared of trying something new. So I kept on telling myself no until I quit. I applied online. I called that job. I said, are you guys hiring? Because I saw that you guys were hiring in the so-and-so magazine. And that lady said, baby, can you come in next week on Tuesday for an interview? I said, absolutely. And what happened? I was nervous at the interview, but I did it scared, and I did it anyway. I prayed before the interview. I prayed after the interview. They took 6 days to contact me. So this is 6 days of me being like, I bombed it. I'm not going to get hired, because they did not contact me after my interview. Did not hear from them for 6 days. And I was like, okay, definitely bombed the interview. Not going to get the job. Okay, I'm looking at other jobs like, And then I get that email on that 7th day. And they said, we have talked to our team, and we want you to be a part of our team. And I was like, nothing but God. So all of this to say, if it's for you, God will let it happen. You have to pray about every little thing. Every decision that you plan on making in your life involve God. Literally before that interview, I said, Lord, allow me to, say the right things. Allow me to present myself the right way. Allow them to see you through me. Allow you to let them see the shine and the light and the positivity and the personality that I have. I'm talking this way. I'm praying this way to God before my interview. After my interview, I'm like, okay, Lord, I got through the interview. I kind of blacked out a little bit. Like, this is how I talk to God, like, for real. Like, I'm just talking to him. And I'm like, but God, I know if it's for me, you will make it happen. In my interview, this lady, the first thing she asked me, of course, is a freaking daycare. She said, so what's your experience that makes you qualified? And I'm like, so I just do like the children's ministry at my church. And I'm like, and I thought I was like, I have no like degree, no diploma. Like, I didn't go to college for this or nothing. And she was like, oh, okay, no, that's true. But right then I was like, of course, that's the first question she's gonna ask. What's your experience with children? Children's ministry once a week on Sunday for 1 hour. Is that enough? So I said that. And then she started asking me other questions, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, so after I prayed, after the interview, I literally, I come back home and I'm praying. I'm like, God, I may not be equipped, but I know you're gonna make me equipped. I may not be qualified, but you're gonna make me qualified. I'm literally saying this to God. I'm like, God, I'm nervous. I'm freaking out. And now this prayer that I'm saying right now, this was the prayer that I said when I haven't got a call on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. Now I'm like, okay, God, I'm nervous. Like, but God, again, I know this. Like, this is what you have to do. This is what you have to do. Number 1, to keep you sane, give it to God. Number 1, to keep you sane, give it to him. So here we are. I got hired and I had my interview to be a support/assistant teacher. Support/assistant teacher was my interview, and that's what I got hired for. Tell me why, you guys, at the end of my first day, at the end of my first shift, they said, actually, we're thinking about keeping you in that class and we're gonna make you a teacher. I said, oh, okay, awesome. Because number 1, I am shook. Because I'm like, y'all already think I'm equipped. Y'all have only seen me here for 8 hours. And actually that first day, I spent half of my day doing computer work. Y'all only see me work with these kids for 4 hours, and y'all already like, she's good. She's the one. We're gonna make her a teacher. Nothing but God. Nothing but God. Nothing but God. And guys, I'm not saying that I'm horrible with kids. Yes, I know I went into this job having a little bit of confidence. Like, okay, I'm good with kids. You know, I am an aunt to 7 kids. I've been an aunt since I was 12. Like, I know how to take care of a kid. I know how to watch a kid. I know how to, you know, I know the basics with the kid. But y'all don't understand. Not equipped, don't have any experience fully as far as like with children, immersed with childcare. And my first day was supposed to be an assistant teacher, sport teacher. Got upgraded on my first day to a teacher. Okay, and baby, that pay went up by $3 whole. So okay, nothing but God. So to now be working there for a whole month now and having this staff be like, you're super good at this, like you're so nice, you're doing so good with these kids, you're super sweet with them, like you know how to make them feel safe, da-da-da. And then to have this Google review from a mother of a student that I hold so dearly to my heart. I love all my students, but this student literally cries day in and day out in the beginning because he was new. I started on his second day of daycare, so he's new just like I'm new. So just how it's a new environment for me, it's a new environment for him. And he was crying in and out like, I want my mom, I want my dad. And I'm always like, it's okay, buddy, like it's okay. Like, and just to make, and this is the thing too. I don't know if I already said this because I'm kind of rambling, but another prayer that I said, and verbatim, this is the prayer that I said to God. I literally said, God, this is once I knew I got the job. I said, God, I'm scared, I'm fearful, but I know I can do it because you gave me this job. And I said, God, the only thing I want to do is to do my best for me to be able to make mistakes and for me to learn from the mistakes, for me not to be hard on myself, and God, for me to be a light for this school, for me to be a blessing to these children and to this school, to make every child feel loved, seen, heard, and valued and cared for. That's literally what I said to God. And that's literally what's happening by me simply being myself. I'm not faking nothing. Nothing about how I'm acting or talking or behaving with these kids is fake. It's literally me being myself. And it's enough. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, this mom literally felt so touched that she's like, let me do a Google review and like say how amazing Naomi is. Mind you, no shade, no tea. No, I'm being for real. But there's a whole nother teacher that this kid met before me. But I'm the one that stands out. Nothing but God. Nothing but God. Nothing but God. And that is not lost on me. That is not lost on me at all. So that's it. That's all. I just feel very blessed, very thankful. I have so much gratitude. Each morning I be tired, but I'm like, Lord, like I'm blessed. I get to work with kids every day. Like, kids are so spontaneous, so silly. Like, kids say the most silliest things, and yes, there's up and downs, because actually yesterday at work I had one of the hardest days so far. None of the kids were listening. They were misbehaving. So many, accidents as far as poop and peeing on themselves, all the things, and it was just really hard day for me, and I was the only teacher. It was a lot, but I still ended the day, and I told my boss, I said, another great day, and I said, I love it here. You have to find the gratitude even in the tough moments. It builds character and it builds endurance. Okay.